My name is Shen Qingyan. She is the sister of the current Queen Shen Qingyan. She is also the wife of General Xiao Ce. I have been married to him for years now. In the past I stay at the general's mansion on the outskirts of Beijing girl from the age of 10. The quiet woman who waited for the double decade. The carved wooden table in the mansion was lit up by my The tea smoke on the shore rises and dissipates, just like my hopes that have been ignited and disappointed again and again. The day Xiao Ce went on the expedition. It's a peach blossom spring day. He stood in front of the mansion in silver armor holding my hand. The tone was solemn and clear like I had never heard it before. Wait for my triumph. I will make up for you with Shili Hongzuying for a prosperous wedding. For life after that. Only you. The wind at that time was full of the sweet fragrance of peach blossoms. And I believed him. Put this sentence as the belief that has supported me through countless lonely nights. But now Shili Hongzuying has not been seen. Rumors, but he floated into the shoe paint gate of the general's mansion first. I was sitting in the lobby doing my silver needles pinched by the fingertips. Embroidered is a pair of neck mandarin doves. The wind outside the window swept the fallen leaves across. It also brought the whispers of the maids. Those words are like poison needles, needle by needle into my heart. I heard that the counselor in the general's camp is a stunning woman. She looks better than the fairy daughter in the painting. Day and night by the general's side. Even the marching formation has to be negotiated in one tent. It's been 5 years, General, except for the year he just sent a safe letter. He never wrote back. Madam's life is harder than being a widow. The general is afraid that he has no home for a long time. Their voices are muffled, but the words are clearly in my ears. My hand holding the silver needle tightened involuntarily, whitening fingertips until the sharp tip of the needle punctures the pulp of the red blood beads oozed out. The white roll is like a red plum that suddenly blooms. It hurts my eyes. I clench my handkerchief tightly, wrap the bleeding fingertips. The pain of the stitch is sticking into the palm cane, but nowhere near 1/1. I got up and went to the window, looking in the direction of the gate. It was empty. Only the dust blown by the wind is swirling. What they said, how could I not know? Rumors in the capital about Xiao Ce and the female military advisor. The storyteller in the tea house will talk about the general meeting the beauty military advisor's brilliant plan. The soldiers in the restaurant will talk about the Soviet army, both inseparable from the general. I don't live in a vacuum. The words came flooding in, almost drowned me. But I don't want to write. I think of Xiao Ce when I was young. He would break branches for me under the peach blossom tree. Will quietly study ink for me while I practice calligraphy. Will protect me behind my back when I am wrong. Say Qingyan, don't be afraid. With me, he was the one who would blush and say, the only teenager you don't marry. The general is someone I have held dear to my heart for many years. I always feel that the battlefield is dangerous. He may be too busy. Maybe there is a last resort. I failed to write. Let the message take advantage. Why is it even a letter of peace? He was stingy with his pen. I looked at the empty gates. For the first time, there was a crack in the belief in my heart. That crack is like a crack blown open by the wind. It's getting bigger. Let the biting cold drill in. After all, I can't hold back the worries and unease in my heart. Made a box of Xiao Ce's favorite osmanthus cake. It took 3 hours to travel. They arrived at the ironclad barracks outside the city, hunting with flags in the barracks. Clan armor. Soldiers are busy everywhere. The smell of gunpowder and dust filled the air. This is where Xiao Ce stands day and night. It's the battlefield where he fought. I stand on the side, looking at the towering army tent outside the door, nervous and expectant. He's back. It's inside. My hand holding the food box trembled slightly. The temples are messed up by the wind. The eyes are amazingly bright. It was desperate hope. I want to personally ask him if those messages are true. Ask him if he has thought of me all these years. Ask him if he still remembers the promise he made back. The guards outside the army tent recognized me. He hurriedly bowed. Madam came from afar. The general deliberates in the account. The small one will be notified. No need. I interrupted him softly. I'll be right here waiting. I just wanted to surprise him. I want to see when he sees me. Will there be any joy of meeting again after a long absence? But I wasn't waiting for his warm smile. It was a sudden unpleasant sound coming from the tent. That's a woman's charming breath, with undisguised joy, mixed with weak and low laughter, hit my heart like a dull knife. The sound came through the heavy curtain. It's so harsh it makes me feel cold. Hands and feet become stiff. Consciousness turns out that this is the consciousness in his mouth. The food box in my hand fell to the ground with a bang. Delicate osmanthus cake rolls out, scattered on dusty blue bricks. Then a patrol of cavalry passed by. The horse's hooves ran over the pastries mercilessly. It was like crushing my 5 years of waiting and anticipation. Tears welled up without warning. Hit the brick. Instantly iron a small wet mark. I looked at the closed curtain. It's as if you can see the lingering scene inside. My heart seems to be blocked by something. It hurts so much I can hardly breathe. Osawa, I have been on the road for 3 hours. Bring your favorite osmanthus cake just to see you. But there is no joy in your eyes to meet again after a long absence. Only the coldness of the battlefield and the resistance woman's tenderness. 5 years of waiting, 5 years of perseverance, 5 years of self-comfort. It turned out to be just a joke. I'm like a clown, holding empty promises, guarding an empty mansion. And he's already in a military camp thousands of miles away with a new confidant. My heart is like this scattered osmanthus cake. The broken ones can never be put back together. I dare not look back, afraid to take a second look. That tent will collapse completely. I turned and ran. The skirt sweeps over the scattered pastry crumbs. The wind blows my whimper, ran all the way out of the barracks. The flag behind me still rattles. The armor still clangs. But all that, it has nothing to do with me anymore. The news of Xiao Ce's return to the DPRK spread throughout the emperor will hold a grand celebration banquet. The entire general's mansion will beaming with red silk decorations. The servants waited in line outside the door, with a flattering smile on his face. Only me, wearing his favorite red dress he once said, embroidered with twisted lotus on his face, was as pale as a fingertip. I stand in front of the palace looking at the end of the street. There is still a ridiculous extravagance in my heart. Maybe what happened in the barracks was just a misunderstanding. Maybe he was just confused for a while. Maybe he still had me in his heart. I convinced myself over and over again. But those who comfort themselves when I saw the wagon completely vanish. The carriage is coming slowly, parked in front of the general's mansion. Xiao Ce got out of the car first. Silver armor dyed with wind and frost. A few more strands of silver silk on the sideburns. More determined than 5 years ago. And stranger still, he got out of the car neatly, but didn't look at me. Instead, he turned around and stretched out his hand towards the car. That hand once led me down the path of peach blossoms. The tears that once wiped the corners of my eyes from me promised to protect me forever. But now he holds it gently, stuck on another woman's wrist. He carefully helped her out of the carriage. The woman was wearing a silver gray suit with a long sword at his waist, sharp eyebrows, with unabashed provocation in his eyes. He is Su Lingwei. That's in the barracks, the female military advisor who is inseparable from Xiao Ce. Supported her strength. It's the tenderness I've never enjoyed. And she looked down at him. The sincerity and dependence in the eyes hit my heart like a hammer. Su Lingwei looked up at me. The corner of the mouth evokes a winner's smile. That smile is like a needle. I can't open my eyes. The servants around started whispering. Those eyes pierce me like countless thorns. That's the female military advisor. Su Lingwei is really beautiful. The general is too close to her. The lady is still waiting here in her red dress. How can the general do this? It's to disregarding the lady's face. Be quiet and be careful to be hurt by the general. I subconsciously reach out my hand. I want to touch the bleak sleeves. Want to ask him, is our 1-year friendship so fragile? But my hand hasn't touched his fabric and he jerked it off. So much strength that I stumbled. Almost fell. Saved my life many times tonight. Helped me break the enemy army. A lot of credit. Xiao Ce's voice sounded like a bell. With unquestionable majesty, his eyes are as cold as winter snow. I would like to invite His Majesty to make him his wife. Share the glory of the general's palace with you. The word flat wife exploded above my head like a thunder. I stared at her blankly, pupil constriction. The blood all over his body seemed to have solidified at this moment. The phoenix hairpin on the head slipped down, hit the bluestone slab and broke in two. That phoenix hairpin was when I got married. My mother plugged it in for me. She said wish me a safe life. Harmony between husband and wife. Now the phoenix hairpin is broken. Is our relationship between husband and wife also broken? Xiao Ce, my voice trembled. With a crying voice, but holding on to the last trace of dignity. I've been waiting for you for 5 years. From the girl to the double decade. I am day after day, guarding this empty general's mansion, waiting for you to fulfill your promise. What's waiting is for me to serve someone. He frowned. The tone is full of impatience. It's just a flat wife. I treat you as always. Why are you making such a fuss? Still the same. How dare he say it's still the same? Since he let other women live in his camp, since he turned a blind eye to me, from his gentle eyes, looking at another woman, everything is different. His so-called glory, I don't care. What he said was still the same. I don't need it. Although Shen Qingyan, but it also has its own character. Disdain to serve with others. The position of the general's wife, who loves who wants. I don't care. Tears finally rolled down, blurred my vision. I turned around and flipped my skirt like a butterfly, directly towards the palace. I'm going to find my sister. Go find the queen who had protected me since I was my sister. It was Xiao Ce's impatient frown and Su Lingwei's proud smile. But I never want to look back at the palace again. The Fenji Palace is always warm, candle flickering. Ying Hall is warm. Sister Shen Qingyan sat on the couch wearing a phoenix crown. See me running in embarrassed. Get up and take my hand. His fingertips were warm and familiar. It made my tense nerves collapse in an instant. What happened to Qingyan? Crying like this. Sister's voice choked up, eyes full of heartache. I threw myself into his arms like a wrong child, crying. Sister Xiao Ce, he wants to make that female military advisor his wife. He forgot what he said. He doesn't have me in his heart anymore. I thought my sister would patiently advise me to consider the overall situation. After all, he was the one who pushed me towards Xiao Ce with his own hands. The court was in turmoil. Xiao Ce holds a heavy army. It is the pillar that the emperor relies on. The Shen family needs to marry the Xiao family to stabilize their position. My sister once held my hand, guilty to say Qingyan. I wronged you, but Xiao Ce is a person worth trusting. He will be nice to you, and I kept that in mind. I have always believed the sentence, but now the sentence has become the most ironic joke. But my sister didn't persuade me to be patient. He held me tight, pat me on the back. The voice is firm as sorry. Aoba, it was my sister who hurt you. At that time, I only thought about the situation. But I forgot to ask if you would like to. I forgot to see if Xiao Ce is worth your trust. He let me go, holding my face, eyes full of determination. If you want to break up, sister does her best. I will also protect you as queen. It's not for me to watch my sister suffer. Qingyan, you deserve better. Don't waste your youth on him. Sister's words, like a warm current, dispelled the chill in my heart. Turns out I'm not alone. In this world, someone really cares about me. Someone is willing to shelter me from the wind and rain. Once the thought of harmony rises, I can't hold it anymore. I dry my tears, look into my sister's eyes, say sister word by word. I want to separate. I don't want to be Xiao Ce's general's wife anymore. I want to be myself. Sister Shen Qingyan nodded heavily. Wipe the tears from the corners of my eyes. Sister helps you. At the celebration banquet, no matter what happens, sister is on your side. At that moment, the candle shades flicker, reflected in my eyes. It's a light that has never been seen before. Xiao Ce's love between us. From the moment you decided to make Lingwei your wife, it's completely broken. The celebration banquet is set in the hall of the Manchu dynasty stood on both sides. The emperor sits high in the palace of singing and dancing. The sound of silk bamboo is endless. But this bustling has nothing to do with me. I hold a book that has already been written, standing in the corner of the hall, looking at Xiao Ce in high spirits not far away. There is only desolation left in my heart. Once upon a time, I'm also someone he cares about. We walked together under the peach blossom tree, reading together in the study. He would stroke my eyebrows, will write poems for me, but now those good things are gone. Only endless betrayal and hurt remain. Xiao Ce stood in the center of the hall, a shining silver armor. He bowed before the emperor. Loud voice, with the pride of fighting on the battlefield. Your Majesty, I have a female military advisor, Lingwei. Resourceful, saved the lives of ministers in distress several times. I also helped the minister to break the enemy great achievements. I wish to make her my wife, share the glory with her. I hope your Majesty will grant me. Lingwei was standing beside him. Keep your head high, complacent, when the eyes swept over me with unabashed ostentation. The Manchu dynasty's civil and military wit to me. There is sympathy and regret. There are also spectators. I take a deep breath, suppress the acidity and anger in your heart, holding a skirt, step by step out of the queue, standing in the center of the hall. Your Majesty, my voice is soft, but it clearly spread throughout the hall of supreme harmony. Minister Shen Qingyan, willing to separate from Xiao Ce, the general of Shenguo. There was silence. All eyes are on me, including Xiao Ce. He jerked back. His face was full of astonishment, as if I couldn't believe my ears. He probably never thought I will be on such an occasion. Propose and leave in front of the civil and military of the Manchu dynasty. What are you doing? Xiao Ce's voice suddenly rose, with a hint of subtle panic. It's just a flat wife. I treat you as always. Why are you making such a fuss? Disgraced in front of His Majesty. Lose face. He humiliated me in front of the palace. Let me become a laughingstock in front of the Manchu dynasty. Now say I've lost face. I sneered. Put the Healy book in your hand on the ground, tears welling up in my eyes, but stubbornly refused to fall. General Xiao, I am Shen Qingyan, although I am but a woman. It also has its own character. I want a pair for life. It is not the glory of serving with others, the position of the general's wife. Who loves who wants. I don't care about you. Xiao Ce's face was livid with anger. About to attack, my sister rose from her position as queen. Come to me. Say to the emperor in a firm tone, Your Majesty, I have made up my mind, not on impulse. The relationship between General Xiao and his sister and husband has ended. Please also ask Your Majesty to grant them permission. The emperor pondered for a moment. Eyes flew between me and Xiao Ce. He looked at Xiao Ce with some consideration. General Shen will work hard, make great contributions to the court. Turn to me again. The tone softened a bit. Shen, she is the queen's sister, knowledgeable. I also know that you have been wrong. Finally, the emperor waved his hand, motioned the chamberlain to pick up the Healy book on the ground. Husband and wife cannot be forced. Quasi-playing Shen Qingyan and Xiao Ce Heli. Preserve the dominant identity. Return home and rest. The word quasi-play is like a thunder. It broke the darkness in my heart. My tense nerve finally relaxed. Tears can't help but fall down my cheeks. But this time, not sad. It was liberation. I bowed deeply to the emperor. Thank you for your grace. When I turned around, I met Xiao Ce's eyes. His face was livid, eyes full of anger and unwillingness. But I don't care anymore. I straightened my back, step by step out of the hall of supreme straight as pine, without a trace of nostalgia. Xiao Ce, from then on, we don't owe each other. Be well. Never see you again. Back to the palace, calm and stable. Without the suppression of the general's office. No more gossip. There is no disappointment. I took off my luxurious dress. I changed into plain clothes. Daily watering of flowers in the garden. Reading and practicing calligraphy. The sadness between the eyebrows gradually fades away. Father loves me. Never mention Xiao Ce's name. Don't force me to remarry. He always said, Qingyan, from now on, you can live in the mansion with peace. Daddy can support you. You don't have to be wronged by anyone anymore. I thought I might be alone for the rest of my life, guarding the heaven and earth of the palace. Spend peacefully. Until that day, I watered the flowers in the garden. Fingertips touched the cool spring water. Hear the birds sing. Suddenly I heard familiar footsteps. Then I looked up. I saw a figure of green mountain jade walking slowly. The sun shines on him, warm and reassuring. It's Gu Yanchen, my childhood sweetheart, the current prime minister. He was carrying an exquisite wooden box. Should be the bride price. He is more gentle than when he was young, with a matured and steady bearing between the eyes. But look at me, still the tenderness I know. I stood there. The kettle in my hand almost fell to the ground. When I married Xiao Ce, he used to stand in the crowd from a distance, watch me being held by Xiao Ce and walking into the general's mansion. I still remember the loneliness in my eyes. At that time, my heart was full of Xiao Ce. Didn't think much about it. Now think about it. In that loneliness, perhaps there was a deep emotion hidden in it that I couldn't understand. Qingyan walked up to me. Bao, the voice is gentle and can drip water. I heard about you. I couldn't open my mouth to keep you. It's my fault. Now you're free. Can you give me a chance? Let me protect you forever. His words are like a stone into the lake of my peaceful heart. Ripples. Father standing under the porch. And he sighed, shaking his head. Shen Qingyan. Go through these. I don't want her to marry into official. Repeat the same mistake. You are the prime minister, in a high position. The court is in disarray. I'm afraid he will be wronged again. I looked into Gu Yanchen's eyes. There is no calculation or perfunctory in it, only full of sincerity and truth. From small to large, he never lied to me. As a child, I was bullied by other children. He stood up to protect me. I can't practice calligraphy well enough. It was he who taught me patiently. I like peach blossom. It's him every spring. They all folded the freshest peach blossom branches. Maybe on impulse, maybe years of trust. Perhaps it is the jealousy that had been ignored for a long time. I looked at my father. He also nodded lightly at Gu Yanchen, with tears in my eyes, but laughed. It was a relaxed smile I hadn't seen in a long time. Dad, I do. Brother Gu grew up. You never lied to me. I believe you. Gu Yanchen's eyes lit up instantly, like full of starlight. He steps forward, carefully wipe away the tears from the corners of my eyes. The temperature of the fingertips is transmitted warm and reassuring. Qingyan, thank you. Rest of life, I will protect you. I won't let you suffer anymore. The sun shines on us through the flowers and leaves. It's a patchwork of light and shadow. At that moment, I suddenly felt the past 5 years. Maybe it's just a wrong obsession. True happiness. Never wait for someone who will never look back. It's about cherishing what's the person who is willing to shelter you from the wind and rain. The news that I promised Gu Yanchen to propose. Soon it spread all over the capital. The temple began to prepare for our marriage. The house was filled with a festive atmosphere, very different from the repression of the general's palace. But I didn't expect Xiao Ce to come. That day, the betrothal gift team just walked outside the gate of the temple. He was stopped by a figure in silver armor. It was Xiao Ce who rode his horse. Silver armor stabs in the sun. The eyes are gloomy and scary, like dripping water. He stopped the team. Roar. The voice is imperceptible panic. Qingyan, you can't marry him. I know wrong. I'll send Lingwei away now. It will only be good for you in the future. Can you come back? Come back to me. We are still the same as before. Same as before. I was sitting in a carriage. Lift the curtain. He looked calm. What was it like before? It's a pair for life as he promised. Were the indifference and hurt after his betrayal? General Xiao, my voice is very soft, but with unquestionable resolve. Overwhelmed water cannot be collected. When you chose to let go of my hand, choose to let Lingwei into your life, the moment I chose to make her my wife, there's no going back between us. Now I have agreed to Brother Gu's marriage proposal. You are no longer qualified to hold my hand. From now on, it has nothing to do with your marriage and my marriage. Xiao Ce's face was even uglier. He wanted to come forward, but he was stopped by Gu Yanchen. Gu Yanchen blocked in front of the carriage. Confrontation with Xiao Ce. With an unquestionable desire for protection, General Shen Qingyan is free. You have no right to interfere with his choice. I'll protect him from now on. I won't let him suffer anymore. Xiao Ce looked at Gu Yanchen. Look at me again, eyes full of anger and a touch of pain I've never seen before. He clenched his fists. He punched the tree trunk next to him. The leaves are falling. His figure looks particularly lonely in the dust. The carriage slowly drove away. I didn't look back. I know Xiao Ce may really regret it. But some damage once caused can't make up for it. Some fate once missed can't be undone. The grievances and pain he gave me, like scars engraved on my heart, remind me that I can't make the same mistake again. Looking at Gu Yanchen's tall and straight back outside the car window, I have peace in my heart. This time I chose the right person. I became dear to Gu Yanchen. The days after marriage are calm and happy. He treated me very considerate, respect my wishes, never force me to do anything. He would walk with me in the garden, will stroke my eyebrows, will listen to me patiently, will tell me interesting things in court, dispel my boredom. We were guests. In the day-to-day relationship, that childhood sweetheart friendship gradually fermented into a deep affection. I thought that kind of happiness would last forever. Something unexpected happens shortly after marriage. Neighboring countries suddenly provoked border crisis. The emperor summoned all the civil and military officials decided to send Gu Yanchen to the neighboring country for peace talks. The road to peace talks is dangerous. Neighboring countries take a hard line. The situation is unknown. Gu Yanchen hugged me tightly the night before departure. The tone is reluctant and worried. Qingyan has a long way to go. Dangerous and unpredictable. I can't take you with me. You wait for me in the capital with peace of mind. Be sure to take care of yourself. Wait for me to come back. I leaned into his arms. Tears soaked his clothes. Yanchen, you must come back safely. I waited for him to wipe away my tears. Solemnly nod. Okay, I'll come back safe and sound. Never be separated from you again. After Gu Yanchen left, I wait for news in the Prime Minister's mansion every day. He would regularly send letters back. Let me know how he's doing. The handwriting in the letter is still warm. The tone is still gentle. Let me feel at ease. Until that day, I was sorting through the letters in his study. An exotic letter with beautiful handwriting slipped from page to page. There was no signature on the envelope. I curiously opened it. I saw a few lines of beautiful handwriting written on it. The lines are full of affection. Among them, the word acacia is particularly dazzling. Brother Yanchen has seen each other since the last time. I miss you more and more. I heard what you said about danger. Sister Day, I wish you peace and prosperity. If you can broker peace talks, my sister is willing to support you for life. By your side. Signed by Princess Xiao Ce of a neighboring country. My heart sank in an instant, like being crushed by a boulder. Out of breath. Princess Xiao Ce of neighboring countries. I once heard Gu Yanchen mention it. Said she was smart, but also stubborn. It turns out that there is such involvement between them. I clenched the letter. White knuckles. Orbital redness. Am I being too naive? People in officialdom can't help themselves after all. Gu Yanchen is kind to me. Is it just a play? Is he the same as Xiao Ce? Will eventually fail me. I turn around to leave. The footsteps are too heavy to step forward. Gu Yanchen's gentle smile kept popping up in his mind. Emerges his promise to me. But this letter is like a basin of cold water. Destroyed all my trust and expectations, while my heart was torn and in pain. The door of the study was pushed open. Gu Yanchen stood at the door, all dusty. Apparently just got back from a neighboring country. He saw the letter in my hand. His expression instantly became flustered. And he hurried forward. Qingyan, listen to me. This letter is not what you think. It's not what I thought it was. What is it? I choked up. The voice is aggrieved and uneasy. The affection between the lines of his words cannot deceive people. Brother Gu, are you the same as Xiao Ce? Will eventually fail me. Gu Yanchen took me into his arms, soft but firm, as if afraid that I would disappear. Aoba, you misunderstood. Princess Xiao Ce does have a crush on me, but I never thought of him at all. This letter was written to me unilaterally. I was going to tell you when I got back. I don't want you to worry. I didn't expect you to see. There was a misunderstanding. He let me go. Take a sealed letter from your bosom. Put it in my hand. Glaucoma, my trip is dangerous. I wrote a blood letter long before I set out. Accident. I will give you all the property in my name. Keep you worry-free for a lifetime. Written in this letter, it was never a matter of state. It's my heart for you. With trembling hands, I opened the letter. I saw that the handwriting on it was familiar to Gu Yanchen. Through the paper, the ink stains still carry a faint ink fragrance. There is only one sentence written on it. I only love Shen Qingyan in this life. Life and death are not negative. That moment, all my worries and suspicions vanished. Terror gushed out like a flood that burst its banks. I hugged Gu Yanchen tightly. The voice choked up. I'm sorry I misunderstood you. You must come back safely. I can't live without you. Silly girl. He patted me lightly on the back. The voice is gentle and sincere. I promise you, we'll come back safely. I will take good care of myself for you. Gu Yanchen successfully facilitated the peace talks. It not only solved the border crisis, they also signed a friendship treaty with neighboring countries. The emperor was overjoyed. A grand celebration banquet was held in the hall. Rewarded countless civil and military officials. They all congratulated Gu Yanchen. He looked eager, looked for me in the crowd. When he saw me, eyes lit up instantly. Through the crowd, come to me quickly, holding my hand tightly. All the glory and prosperity of that moment, then the affection in his eyes. The day I returned to the Prime Minister's mansion, the peach blossoms in the courtyard are in full falling colorful, like a pink snow. Gu Yanchen stood under the peach blossom holding a fresh peach hairpin in hand. Come to me. He put a peach hairpin on me. Fingertips gently brushed my temples. Gentle eyes can drown people. Qingyan for the rest of her life. I will protect you. I won't let you suffer anymore. Don't let you wait alone. I smile and cry. Reach out and hug his waist. Put your cheek on his chest. Listening to his steady and powerful heartbeat, Yanchen. You are enough. All of the past is gone. I just want to spend every day with you. Peach blossom burn, reflecting the figure of our embrace. The wind carries the sweet fragrance of just peach like blossoms. That spring day in my youth. I finally understand. Not all the waiting will be in vain. Not all deep feeling will be betrayed. Miss the wrong person to meet the right person. This life is accompanied by Gu Yanchen, is perfection. Cio Ce dream. Let go for the rest of your life. In the years to come, sunny day.